Look what just arrived today. Yet another droid. Droids. Alrighty then. I'm going to open the box. It is still taped shut, originally packaged, all original, all the same. I'm going to open this up, throw some batteries in it, and check it out. This is going to be yet another droid that I'm going to super detail. I will show pictures of a card model, which is a rip from a game model that I ripped from Battlefront or a Battlefront mod. At any rate, I'm going to use that as a weathering reference to weather Chopper and make him look beat up and more realistic. But first, let's open the package, get everything out, throw some batteries in it, and watch him walk and talk and dance and sing. Alrighty then, let's have a look at Rebels Chopper. Well, yet another droid, another astromech droid landed here in St. Louis. I got to tell you, this one's different. This thing is fast. I don't know if they changed their motors or what they did. This little bugger is fast. Anyway, let me turn him on. Here's the remote. I wanted to show anybody that's even thinking about ever getting one of these, you have to follow the directions exactly to pair the Bluetooth remote with the Bluetooth inside the droid. Now, it needs a lot more weathering, and it needs some different colors and paints because it's not at all as accurate as it could be. It's a little distressed, but not nearly enough. Anyway, let me go ahead and pick up the remote and we'll have a look at its function. All right, so here's Chopper from Rebels and the animated TV or the animated series on Disney. I don't know, it's in a couple of different things actually, but it's not nearly as distressed as it should be, and it needs some different colored paint added to it. And I want to do this up and make it look right. I really want to make it look like it's worn and beaten and, you know, been through the ringer. Now, I don't really care for the arms sticking out of the head. I think that looks goofy. I don't know why. It just doesn't work for me. But I'm going to go ahead and show it in operation. As a note, you have to follow the directions exactly to pair the remote to the Chopper. It uses Bluetooth technology, and if you get it even slightly off, it won't pair. So you got to do exactly what it says to pair the remote to the actual astromech. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the functions. I'm just going to go through a brief look at it because, frankly, I've shown other droids before, and they're all pretty much the same. The difference with this is, well, like a couple of others, the lights shine through places where it really shouldn't. Anyway, let's listen to what he has to say. Okay, there's several different things that this thing says. I never did much care too much for the voice on this, even in the movie and or the series. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and look at the head operation. Now, I'll tell you, this thing is fast. Watch. I mean, I don't know what they did to the motors, but the motors are strong and fast. I will say this. You got to get used to it. The other droids aren't nearly as fast as this booger. I really think this body needs some work. As I said before, I'm going to show some pictures of the actual Chopper video game model, which is based exactly on the one they used in the 3D CG that they made the cartoons out of. Anyway, I've got a couple of other droids I want to look at real quick, and I'm going to add that to this video just because. kind of knock 2 or 3 things out at once. So we'll see a couple more droids here real quick. More droids. Droids, droids, droids. We've got more droids. All right, I got this one last week. It came in. It's been here a while. This one just came in this week. Let me pull the dome up for this one just to have it sitting here to show that it's whole. I got this. I was going to turn this guy, I was going to pull this all apart, mask it, and paint it to look like R2-D2. I even ordered an R2-D2 dome. This is for my buddy Scott. I ordered a R2-D2 dome for this to replace because this dome doesn't have the same features. I'll explain that when it gets here and show the side by side. All right, so there's the dome for this one. Now I tested this out and I will show just a little bit of operation on it. The problem is this leg drags. Okay, it doesn't want to turn right and it doesn't want to drive right. Now I just put the bling on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the parts over and I'm going to move this leg over to here and this one over here and test it with a new leg, a different leg. Then I'm going to try to pair this up to a different remote and test it, put batteries in it and test it. But I'm not going to show that in this video. I just wanted to show that I'm trying to get this as good looking as an R2-D2 as possible, but I want to make sure it operates properly before I give it to my friend. So I want you to get a good look at this red and black droid with the transparent dome because it's going to change a whole lot. Anyway, I'll make another video when I swap the parts around, and then I'll probably do an assembly on the fairy droid just to show how that acts and reacts and how it looks and how to do it. But for now, that's it for this video. We will see more. Let's go ahead and listen to this R2 unit talk. Yeah, I tell you, these things are a kick. I mean, really, it's like having a real 1/3 scale miniature droid. Like I said in a previous video, if I had access to something like this when I was 15, 16, when Star Wars came out, I would have been in pig heaven. Alrighty then, that's it for this video. Droids, droids, and more droids. I'm not buying any more droids, I swear. I promise. I will do a video on my complete droid collection before I start painting, detailing, weathering, and accurizing, and masking, and taping, etc., etc. More to come, as always. May the Schwartz be with you, always.